Okay. What's up, guys? All right. So, cheers, first off. But this video, I just want to talk briefly about the difference between staying in an all inclusive resort versus backpacking, the positives and negatives of both. I mean, I love both. Obviously, both are pretty sweet. This was the first time I've ever been in a resort. Right now, we are in the Occidental Resort in Cozumel, Mexico. And it's been an absolute pleasure. Amazing hospitality. We kind of got a little fucked on the diving we were supposed to do. If y'all following along with the real series, you'd know about that. But that wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, the service has been excellent, amazing activities. Played volleyball today, been drinking. The food's pretty good. The amenities are really nice. The beds are comfortable. The showers are good. It's beautiful, as you can see. I mean, this is just the view from my room, and the beach is absolutely stunning. So if you're comparing it to the experience you would get and that I'm gonna have next week when I go to Playa del Carmen for a week and I'm staying in hostels for the next 4 weeks straight, I'm gonna be in hostels. Uh, if you compare it to that, it's like obviously this is a more luxurious experience, of course. But does that mean it's better? I mean, it's hard to say. I would say depends on what you're looking for. If you're just going out for 5 days, I would say you might as well stay in a place like this, go experience the surroundings, a couple times. We went and did that shore dive at Roberta's, and that was fucking sweet. But so yeah, the differences between backpacking in a hostel and staying in an all-inclusive resort is like obvious. But at 34 years old, which one do I prefer? I mean, I'm going to stay in hostels forever. And I would never stay in a place like this by myself. I came out here to celebrate my friend's birthday with his family and my other friends. And it's a whole group thing. And it's beautiful. It's fun. It's amazing. But there is it's a little weird to like just have people like serving you 24/7 beers and whatever you want. I mean, obviously that's nice, but it's a little awkward. It's hard to compare these two because they're the same thing. You're traveling, but they're on the polar opposite end of the spectrum. I think I'll always be backpacking, staying at budget hotels or even in hostels for the next at least 10 years, I would say. I'm already the old guy in the hostel, but it doesn't really bother me too much. Now, for hostels, the benefits are a little less obvious, but obviously the price, I'm paying, what did I pay? I paid 500 bucks basically for this place for 5 days, which is a pretty damn good deal, honestly. All inclusive for $100 a night. It's insane. But for the next 4 weeks in the hostels, I'm paying, what was I paying? Like 300 bucks total for the next 4 weeks in accommodation. I mean, forget about it, man. It's insanely cheap. And I'm going to have as good of a time probably. And I'm not going to be giving myself alcohol poisoning every day of the week because they just keep giving me beers, shots, beers. All my friends are just like getting slammed every night. Like, but it is part of the fun. And yeah. Mm. If you guys made it this far, liking the content, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, maybe leave a comment. Tell me, how stupid I am for staying in these resorts. I'm getting comments on people treat traveling like a competition. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm getting comments on my reels. Oh, dude, get out of the resort ASAP, ASAP, get out of the resort. I'm like, yeah, this place would suck if I was here for like a super long time, but for 5 days, it's pretty nice. It's pretty relaxing. I've been busting my ass, man. This was a nice, like, relax. The rest of the trip is going to be, I'm not, grueling might be the right word. So stay tuned to see all that. This was my little jumping off starting point for like some really hardcore backpacking we're going to be doing. I'm pretty stoked. But yeah, then you remember those experiences more. Obviously, I'm with my friends here, so that's just makes it so much better. But God, we get so much cool shit we got lined up. So, which one do I prefer? Staying at the resorts or backpacking? If I had to pick one, only could do one for the rest of my life. I think I'm gonna take backpacking, man. I think I'm gonna take backpacking. You just have more freedom. I feel like I'm on a theme park right now. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm in a theme park at Disneyland where they just get you fucked up and the rides are like, oh, we got group volleyball and we got yoga and we got, which I love all those things, but goddamn, it's just a little rat in a cage type vibe. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we got my buddy's kids and they're like super cute and it's been so much fun like hanging out with them. I mean, I've had a great time. Just because I say one thing is better than another thing doesn't mean that thing isn't nice. You know what I mean? But people who talk shit on these resorts, like these people who treat traveling like a competition, chill the fuck out, dude. Like, what the hell is your problem? Drink a fucking beer and hang out and look at a beautiful sunset on a resort. I mean, my God. You know what I mean? And like, I tip well. I've been tipping these people left and right. Been speaking to in Spanish to most of the wait staff, unless they're pretty adamant about talking to me in English, which, I get that as well. It's not their job to uh, teach me Spanish or anything like that. But I am stoked to get into the real Mexico, the mainland Mexico. Cozumel is kind of its own thing, but it is definitely a Mexican island. But you know, when I get to Merida, I feel like I'm gonna be like in the grips of like Yucatan culture. So I'm pretty stoked on that. And yeah, once again, guys, if you guys are liking the content, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. God, I've been drinking so much. That's the one thing about these resorts. You're going to be drinking, man. Like you're gonna be putting away the drinks. And the dive was super sweet. Um, we saw we went scuba diving a couple of days ago and we saw turtles, we saw angel rays, we saw two massive nurse sharks. It's fucking sweet, dude. It was awesome. But yeah, you can watch the video about my scuba diving here to like get more context. But it was crazy what happened with the strike and all that. But you got to pay your people, man. You got to pay these people. They do a great job here, you know? But so what do you guys think? Do you guys think would you prefer backpacking? Do you prefer staying in resorts? Like both obviously have positives and negatives, but yeah, I think I'm still in that backpack era of my life. Like when I hit 40, 50, dude, I'm probably going to want to just stay in places like this, of course, but I'm already feeling unk in the hostels. Hell, this might be my last run in hostels. I don't know. Budget's still a little tight, so we're trying to make it. Here's a little bit of behind the scenes for y'all. We're trying to make it at least 50 days in Latin America, which I think is fairly guaranteed. But after that, I'm wanting to do a trip through Asia again. So stay tuned for that. But it's gonna be fucking sweet. And the people that you meet, like they are way different in hostels versus here in resorts. Like I was listening to people talk about traveling. They were sitting in front of me. We were all at the beach, like sitting on lounge chairs. And these older people were talking in front of me about Bali. Actually, she was asking if Bali. She was like, I don't really like Jamaica because you go off the resort and everything's like too impoverished and it makes me feel sad. Fair enough. She asked if Bali was like that, and I'm like, not really. I don't. I've never been to Jamaica, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the people that go to hostels are totally different than the people that go to resorts. But the one funny thing about that was the guy was like, "Oh, I went to this place, Sandals, and you could go to three separate Sandals resorts on the same island, and they would just take you in between." Why would you want to go to three separate Sandals islands or resorts? Isn't that a little redundant? I don't know, but backpacking, it is a young man's game. If you're in your 50s, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Probably say stick to the resorts, or maybe just get a hotel. Maybe just get an Airbnb or a hotel. I mean, for me personally, all this free alcohol is not a good thing. I've been drinking so much, but it's been an amazing time. And yeah, thank you guys again for watching the video. I really, really, really appreciate it if you guys leave a comment, like, follow, subscribe, maybe donate some to my Cash App and shit like that. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, anyways, guys, see you on the next one. Thank you guys, and peace.